I've made another cheap and homemade bench power supply. This one is based on an Arduino. A few years back I've made this one, using a PC power supply and a buck converter module and with a chip display to show the voltage. I've also tried to make a digital power supply a few months back, but I've used a TFT display and that just made the code very slow and I couldn't get the good PID values to maintain the voltage at the output. That's why today I've made a new digital power supply and also based on Arduino. I call this digital because the output voltage is digitally set using the Arduino that will switch a power MOSFET, and by that we will control the output voltage. I've made a wooden case, place all the components on the PCB, I lower the voltage with a transformer, I rectify the voltage with a full bridge rectifier and have a variable output with a buck converter circuit. I control the current limit with a current sensor and display everything on this 20x4 LCD. I can set the voltage and the current values using these plastic knobs, and I could enable the output using this toggle switch. On the back we have the main 220V input plug and another on and off switch. I will show you how I've built this power supply, what we need and how the circuit works. But before we start, make sure you hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you could see my future videos on time. Also, thanks to all my patrons for the support. So let's get started. If you consider ordering prototyping PCBs, check the services of the sponsor of this video, GLC PCB, the biggest prototyping PCB manufacturer from China. Process time is just 2 days and a few more days for shipping. I use their services all the time for all kinds of PCBs. Small PCBs, flexible, 2 or 4 layers and different solder mask colors. Upload your Gerber files to glcpcb.com. The order process is just a couple of minutes. So go and order your board starting from only $2. What's up my friends, welcome back. This here is the board that controls everything. I have here an Arduino, a current measure module, a power MOSFET in a buck converter circuit, and pins for an LCD. First thing that we have to do is to lower the voltage from 220V AC of the main input. I do that with this transformer, so I get 28V AC signal. To rectify the signal, I use this full bridge rectifier, and I place a big capacitor at the output, and by that I get 20V DC. So make sure that the capacitor could withstand the voltage. Okay, so now I have my main DC voltage of 28V. In order to have a variable output, I will use a buck converter circuit. Please see my video on buck converters in order to know more. I basically use the same circuit as in that video. The Arduino will read the output of my power supply. Then, if the output value is not the same as the set on the LCD screen, it will lower or increase the PWM signal that is connected to this MOSFET. So that will energize this coil, and the effect of that could lower or increase the output value. Here I have the circuit powered on and the PWM signal is connected to the oscilloscope and the output as well. Look what happens when I connect a load at the output. As you can see, the output value is still the same, but the PWM signal changed in order to keep the same value at the output. That's what the feedback does. The same goes for the current value. If the current that the load needs is higher than the limit on the screen, the voltage will get lower, so the load is protected. Okay, so with this circuit I was able to get from 0.4V up to 15V, and I have a current limit of 1 amp. That should be enough for my basic electronics projects with Arduino and other stuff. If you need a powerful power supply, you might want to consider a better buck converter. The precision is good enough, but is not the best, but I'm sure it is better than this old power supply. For the voltage value, the resolution is 0.1V, and for the current value, the resolution is of 10 mA. As you can see, I now connect my multimeter at the output and I test the voltage. I set a value on the screen of my power supply, and as you can see, it's the same value on my multimeter. Okay, so now I do the same for the current value. I use this resistor as a load and I put that in series with the multimeter. I put it into current mode, and as you can see, we get almost the same values on my homemade power supply as on the multimeter. Please read the Arduino code line by line, in order to know how to tune these values according to the voltage divider resistor values, and by that you will get good reads. So this is the full schematic for this project, that you could download from a link below and also my webpage electronoobs.com, where you will also find a tutorial step by step. Okay, so the transformer is connected to the rectifier here. That is connected to the capacitor, so we will get 28 volts DC. Next is connected to this buck converter module that will give us 5 volts for the Arduino. Also make sure that the buck converter module is set to 5 volts before you connect it to the PCB. Okay, so the 28 volts is also connected to our buck converter circuit, here with the MOSFET, a diode, and this inductor coil. The voltage divider will lower the voltage from maximum 15 volts to under 5 volts, so the Arduino could read that. The LCD uses an I2C communication, so we connect that to the A4 and A5 pins from the Arduino for data and clock. The current sensor is connected at the output, and the output is on the screw PCB terminals. From here I will connect a toggle switch so I could enable or disable the output. We will also need this 220 volts connector, another toggle switch to power the supply on, and these banana connectors. To be sincere, the most time consuming part of this project was tuning the output value and making the supply case. I've also designed a 3D case that you could download from below if you want. But I finally made a case out of wood that I will later paint with some varnish, just as I did for my old power supply. You have the dimensions for this case below. It's made out of plywood and using some white glue. I have a hole for the main input here and an on and off switch on the back. And on the front part I have spaces for the LCD, the banana connectors, the enable switch, and two 3D printed plastic knobs. You see, I want good resolution for when I set the voltage, so I wanted a 20 turns potentiometer. But for now I don't have a big potentiometer like this one that needs 20 turns. So I had to use these very small potentiometers. And here comes my genius homemade engineering skills. I've 3D printed some supports for a 22mm bearing, the small potentiometer, and the plastic knobs. Here I have an example of how this works. On one side of the knob I have a very thin sheet of metal that will act as a screwdriver and spin the potentiometer. So I glue that like this, and as you can see, I can now rotate this tiny potentiometer but using these homemade knobs. It's not the best looking, but does the job. Okay, so I put these supports on the front part of the supply so I could set the current and the voltage set point values. Inside of the case I've glued some supports for the transformer and the PCB. Maybe later I will also install a cooling fan. Okay, so I solder everything as on the schematic, and I make sure that everything is well insulated. I mount everything inside of the wood case. Now a wood case might not be the best choice, but my first power supply had a wood case and I never had problems with that. And this power supply is very low power. Also, believe it or not, my first TV and radio had a wood case as well, and I never had fire problems with that neither. Anyway, I screw in place the LCD with some plastic knobs. I add the toggle switch and the banana plugs. I connect the small potentiometers to the analog inputs of the Arduino and I fit everything inside. Now I close the top part of this case and the power supply is ready. I plug the power cable and turn it on. I use the knobs to set the values. I also check if the output is correct one more time. I add these banana cables and attach a load at the output. I also connect my multimeter so I could check the values. I turn on the enable switch. The voltage value seems to be okay. I test the current values and I have good results. All is there to do is to give this case a paint job and maybe add some labels. I've used some dark varnish for the entire case. Now it looks a lot better and still has a vintage look with this yellow LCD. I print some labels for voltage, current values, and enable switch, and this project is done. You have all the schematics below and the code that I've used for the Arduino. Also see my webpage electronoobs.com for all the steps and to see how to tune the output voltage. Please consider supporting my work on Patreon. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you subscribe and activate the notification bell for future videos. Also click the like button like crazy and share this video with your friends. Remember that your help on Patreon means a lot for me and will keep this kind of videos going. So thanks again and see you later guys.